claimed they were in love.
We gonna go on a picnic?
But Monty knew Foolio had cheated on her, so it didn't take time to cheat back. As soon as he was pronounced dead, she started posting thirst traps more often. Here's what nobody knew about Monty's sexcapades: Foolio's death and Blanco Monty's reaction. Foolio's relationships were usually shrouded in a lot of secrecy, and even though some people knew the women he had dated, he was so notoriously private that when his girlfriend announced his death, many felt she was clout chasing. Blanco Monty stepped into the spotlight when she broke the news of Foolio's death on Instagram. Shortly after, Blanco Monty was forced to switch her Instagram account to private due to a sudden surge in traffic as fans hurried to get as much information on her through her profile. Nevertheless, Blanco Monty still took to X to express her deep anger and grief. She wrote, "Y'all took my boyfriend from me. I hate y'all and I won't be the only one crying." A day later, Blanco Monty took to X again to vent her frustration at the loss of her boyfriend, Foolio. The heart-wrenching message reads, "This is so unreal. I just woke up and smiled and tried to wrap my arm around my boyfriend and realized he's not even alive or next to me." These candid expressions of pain and anger highlight the deep bond she shared with Foolio and the immense loss she felt. Despite the outpouring of support, Blanco Monty has also faced unjustified hate comments, which only add to her suffering during this difficult time. While most social media users have been sympathetic to her ordeal, others have criticized her for trying to use Foolio's death to boost her fame and business. Some have even been particularly cruel by questioning her devotion to Foolio, wondering why she chose the occasion of his death to step out of the shadows. The two kept their relationship very private, but in the days after his death, without a doubt, Foolio's death has been a brutal blow to fans and loved ones, especially considering the circumstances that led to the fatal shooting. On Saturday, June 22nd, Foolio, whose real name was Charles Jones, was marking his 26th birthday. The Jacksonville native had planned a night filled with joy and fun, surrounded by friends and loved ones. The initial venue for this celebration was an Airbnb, and Foolio's Instagram story captured snippets of the night, showing him and his crew enjoying themselves to the maximum. However, the celebration was cut short when authorities intervened. According to Foolio's Instagram story, the police arrived and shut down the event, forcing everyone to leave. It was later revealed that the crowd at the party had grown beyond the maximum threshold that was allowed within the premises of the Airbnb. Undeterred by this setback, Foolio and his entourage decided to relocate the celebration to a Holiday Inn. The decision to move the party was made quickly, and the group hoped to continue the festivities without further interruptions. Crucially, Foolio kept updating fans about all of his movements that particular night, and even gave out his location to nearly everyone. This was an uncharacteristic move by Foolio, one that ultimately proved to be a fatal mistake. But the Pain rapper wasn't himself that fateful day, as he was obviously overwhelmed with excitement as the night progressed. In one particular Instagram post, Foolio reveals his excitement as he called his 26th birthday party the best birthday ever, and the Holiday Inn, with its more controlled environment, seemed to provide a safe space for the remainder of the night's festivities. As the group settled into their new location, the mood was still upbeat. Foolio, ever the resilient figure, appeared determined to enjoy his birthday despite the earlier disruption. The rapper's life had been marked by numerous challenges and close calls, as he had openly shared on social media. In an Instagram post from April 4th, Foolio had written about the multiple attempts on his life and the tragic losses he had endured. In an Instagram post announcing his most recent album, Resurrection, Foolio wrote, "These last couple months, years of my life been tragic. God been trying to send me a message. Multiple attempts on my life, I keep surviving. I keep losing my brothers to jail and graveyards, but I know the Most High doing everything for a reason. He let me walk again for a reason." Unfortunately, this air of invincibility was nearing its end. On Sunday, June 23rd, around 4:40, the atmosphere of the night took a dark and violent turn. The Tampa Police Department received a 911 call reporting gunfire outside the Holiday Inn. Law enforcement officers were dispatched to the scene immediately. Upon their arrival, the police were met with a chaotic and horrifying sight. Two vehicles in the parking lot had been peppered with bullets, evidence of a violent ambush. Amidst the shattered glass and bullet-riddled cars, they found Julio Foolio, the rapper who had survived so many previous attempts on his life, was pronounced dead at the scene. Three other individuals who had been with him were also injured and were rushed to a local hospital, where they were reported to be in stable condition. The news of Foolio's death rippled through the hip-hop community and beyond. Fans, fellow artists, and friends were left in disbelief and mourning. In the days following the shooting, Jacksonville Police Chief Lee Burkaw held a press conference to address the investigation. "We are working day in and day out to track down the suspects," Chief Burkaw stated. He continued, "We're developing some good leads and are working closely with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, our statewide prosecutor, federal partners, the ATF, and the FBI. FBI. I can guarantee you we are going to be following up and making arrests in this case. Meanwhile, the community's reaction to Foolio's death has been one of profound sorrow and solidarity. On social media, the hashtag #JusticeForFoolio began trending as fans demanded answers and accountability. Amidst all the chaos, Blanco Mani's posts have remained a key talking point in different circles, with many people trying to put a face to the name. Blanco's initial foray into the public eye began with her social media presence. She started by sharing snippets of her daily life, fashion choices, and beauty routines on platforms like Instagram and YouTube. Her natural charm and relatable content quickly garnered a following. People were drawn to her authenticity and the way she effortlessly blended style with substance. Blanco's ability to connect with her audience on a personal level set her apart from many other influencers. As her follower count grew, so did her opportunities. Brands began to notice her influence and reached out for collaborations. These collaborations not only boosted her visibility, but also solidified her reputation as a credible influencer in the industry. As a social media influencer, Blanco has built a brand that resonates with a diverse audience, but her ambitions extend far beyond the realm of social media. Away from the media, Blanco is a professional hairstylist who offers a range of services at her salon, Hair X Wig Killer, which has official Instagram and Facebook accounts. Furthermore, the social media account shows that Blanco is skilled in delivering an array of hairstyles, including knotless braids, cornrows, box braids, faux locks, tribal braids, and lemonade braids. Blanco also reportedly owns Shop 1023 Boutique, but what Blanco is most proud of about her life and cannot stop talking about is her son. Her posts on X often provide a glimpse into her life as a parent and how much fun she seems to be having with him. She once tweeted, "A clean house, hot shower, and laying with my son every night is so therapeutic for me." As much as she tried to keep her personal life private, Blanco's son has become a subject of controversy, as there have been speculations about Foolio being the father of the boy in the aftermath of the rapper's death. Unsurprisingly, Blanco has chosen not to address these rumors, preferring instead to shield her son from all the chaos happening around the name Foolio. Interestingly, not all of Foolio's girlfriends have been able to maintain this level of privacy. Foolio's girlfriend shot. Speaking of privacy, one of Foolio's exes, Boobin Baby, who witnessed violence firsthand, has refused to be quiet. Surprisingly, it wasn't via a tweet or some short Instagram. Boobin Baby went to YouTube explaining everything she witnessed during the shooting. According to Boobin, she was on the wheel when somebody attacked her and a friend. The assailant was on a bike and she barely paid attention to him. Unfortunately, she sustained some injuries and ended up getting stitched.
They rushed me in again, and a whole bunch of doctors all around me. They looking at me, trying to see where I got hit at.
Thankfully, she got out of the situation, and Foolio was right next to her. Following the incident, Foolio narrated how crazy things can get and why his rivals would target those close to him. While speaking on Bootleg Kev, he began by explaining that he narrowly escaped the attack.
My car got shut up.
Your car got shot and your girl was in the car, right?
Yeah, I wasn't in the car. She was driving.
Taken aback, Kev maintained that the hood beef has been in existence, but rappers in Jacksonville seem to have taken it up a notch by shooting at each other. Without hesitation, Foolio added that it was a normal routine for them.
Well, I ain't gonna cap it, to be honest, ain't no lie. Like, it's like, in my city, nobody don't give a
Long before Foolio's death, his life was marred with gang rivalry and shootings that affected his friends and family. The rapper never truly enjoyed family life. Despite not supporting the lifestyle, his mom, Sandrika's, got shot 8 times, a secret no one knew until his passing. The grieving mom told the world via a post that she warned her son several times, yet he never listened, even when she was fighting for her life following gunshot wounds. According to her, "I stayed on you about this beef, cussed you out, begged you to take stuff down. And when I was shot 8 times, I spared their lives, even though mine was changed." In the same post, Sandrika's also claimed she was aware that there were some fake people around her son. "The story that only I can tell because I know the truths from the fakes. I think I'm the only mother that keeps it real, while most others know damn well what was going on with their own sons. Whether or not it has anything to do with those he trusts, only time will tell." Additionally, Foolio's mom told fans that she intends to share the entire story via a documentary that will soon be released. Meanwhile, ongoing investigation points possibly to a rival group. Sheriff TK, a leading officer in Jacksonville, emphasized that they are on the lookout. In his words, "These groups, I won't name them. They know who they are. We're not going to tolerate any retribution, any revenge. We're going to watch. We're going to pay attention to what's going on." Like those around him, Foolio was shot more times than he could count, and the Jacksonville rapper either made a post about it or rapped explaining the incident. When he wasn't about the thug life, he was concerned about the women he loved. Although Foolio was a bit private about his romance with his beau, he didn't mind spending time with her and getting caught up in PDA. Manny's post via Twitter shows the couple getting cozy. In one of her videos, she happily flaunted the face tattoo Foolio got in her honor. The rapper's gaze was centered on something else while he played with his phone. Still, the body ink was glaring. Without mincing words, Monty tagged the post, "It's on his hand too, he got it twice, my for-lifer." Despite the visible bond the pair shared during Foolio's lifestyle, the rapper had relationships or sort of entanglement with other women. One such occasion was when he made a video with a fan. In the end, the pair scheduled a picnic. Before they kicked off their proposed date, Foolio went ahead to ask about her former relationship.
When the last time you had a boyfriend?
For real, like 2 years ago. He broke my heart.
Although nothing was said of the pair again, what we do know for sure is that Foolio always had a way to charm the ladies. Judging from his birthday post, where he dropped the location for the party, Foolio was in a crowd of beautiful ladies who glaringly gushed while wishing him a happy birthday. Sadly, this was going to be his last time with the ladies, as death came knocking that same night. Gang rivalry took Foolio from her. The origins of the gang rivalry in Jacksonville can be traced back to the period marked by economic hardship and social unrest in many of the city's neighborhoods. Jacksonville, Florida, known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant culture, also harbored a darker side where poverty and crime are rampant. It is in this environment that two young men, Charles Jones, known as Foolio, and Keonta Bullard, known as Yungeen Ace, began their journeys. Foolio and Yungeen Ace both grew up in Jacksonville's rough neighborhoods, where opportunities were scarce and the allure of the streets was strong. Initially, their paths crossed in the local rap scene, where competition was fierce but mostly friendly. However, as their reputations grew, so did the animosity between them. The tension between Foolio and Yungeen Ace escalated dramatically in 2017, a year that would mark a turning point in their lives and the lives of many around them. In May 2017, Foolio's 19-year-old cousin Zion Brown was brutally killed in his home by a gunman. Deontre Thomas, a 19-year-old affiliated with Yungeen Ace's ATK gang, was later arrested for the murder of Brown. This led to a retaliatory attack by Foolio's Kill Them All gang, resulting in a hit being carried out on Yungeen Ace's brother Trayvon Bullard and two of his friends, Royale Devon Smith Jr. and Jacoby Groover, in June 2018. The group was gunned down in a drive-by shooting while leaving a Jacksonville restaurant. Yungeen Ace was also in the car and was critically injured but survived. The incident left him with deep emotional scars and a burning desire for revenge. Yungeen Ace and his crew believed that Foolio and his associates were behind the attack, although no concrete evidence has ever been presented to support this claim. This belief, however, was enough to ignite a feud that would only grow more violent in public over time. The drive-by shooting was not just a personal tragedy for Yungeen Ace, it was a catalyst that turned a simmering rivalry into an all-out war. The most notable of the attacks within this period was in 2019 and resulted in the death of Foolio's younger brother, Adrian Gaynor, aka Bibby. He was only 16 when he was shot at a Moncrief area apartment complex. A close ally of Yungeen Ace, rapper K-So, was later charged with the murder. The arrest followed several months of K-So, posting videos where he bragged about the deaths of several KTA members and also taunted Foolio about smoking Bibby. In the aftermath of the shooting, both Foolio and Yungeen Ace began using their music as a weapon, turning their personal vendetta into a public spectacle. Yungeen Ace released a track that savagely mocked Foolio's deceased friends. His track Who I Smoke became a viral sensation, not just for its provocative lyrics, but for its unexpected sample of Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles. In the song, Yungeen Ace lists the names of Foolio's deceased friends, turning their deaths into a catchy chorus. The sharp contrast of a cheerful melody with violent lyrics created a viral sensation, further fueling the feud and drawing even more attention to their deadly rivalry. Unsurprisingly, Foolio responded with equal ferocity in the track titled When I See You, in which he mocks the deaths of Yungeen Ace's brother and friends. The music video for the track is particularly chilling, featuring Foolio standing at the grave sites of the deceased, a blatant act of disrespect that shocked many but also garnered millions of views. In the years that have followed the release of these diss tracks, both rappers have been targets of violent attacks. Foolio, specifically, has been targeted multiple times in the last 3 years, but somehow always managed to survive. However, his luck ran out last on his 26th birthday, as another hit on him eventually claimed his life this time around. Still, that didn't effectively bring the bitter rivalry to an end. There have been rumors of possible revenge attacks over Foolio's death, and if his girlfriend's threat about bringing tears to her enemies is anything to go by, then there may just be more more trouble brewing. Further fueling talks of violence and revenge is the bizarre activity that has been going on with Foolio's Instagram account. Over the last few days, someone operating under the cover of Foolio's IG account has been sharing posts and even trolling Youngin Ace. Although it was claimed that the IG account had been hacked, the whole situation has also generated multiple conspiracy theories, ranging from Foolio still being alive to talk about his account being controlled by a close associate or a loved one. Specifically, Foolio's girlfriend, Blanco Mani, has been mentioned by some fans as the culprit, and her recent social media activity portrays her as someone who is on a mission. However, there is no real evidence to support this claim. The initial discovery of the Instagram account takeover left everyone stunned. On June 28, just 5 days after the rapper's untimely death, fans were shocked to see new activity on his previously dormant social media page. The hacker uploaded a video of Foolio promoting his social media page with the caption, "No fuel, no deal, everything guaranteed." In the video, Foolio urged his followers to support his people, creating an eerie sense of deja vu for his fans. But the hacker didn't stop there. Earlier that day, they left a trash emoji comment on Youngin Ace's new diss track, Game Over, which was seemingly aimed at Foolio. This provocative move only added fuel to the fire, as Youngin Ace responded with a mix of sarcasm and mockery. Youngin Ace, who had a well-documented feud with Foolio, responded to the comment with, "You still f***ing with me, dude," followed by 2 laughing emojis and the sarcastic remark, "I love you for Eva." In an instant, the hacker's actions reignited the rivalry, even from beyond the grave. As the hacker continued to post cryptic messages and comments, fans were left in a state of confusion and fear. The bizarre activity on Foolio's Instagram account became a hot topic in the online community, with many speculating about the hacker's identity and motives. The cryptic nature of the posts only added to the mystery, leaving fans desperate for answers. After a short break, the hacker resumed posting through the account on July 2nd, when a blurry photo of Foolio's alleged killer surfaced online. Uploaded by the account Riemo, Foolio's Instagram account commented on the photo with the words "demigod" and a purple demon emoji, a phrase Foolio often used while he was alive. Foolio recently used the phrase during a No Jumper interview earlier this year. While speaking with the host, the late rapper can be heard asserting that he could never die. In his words, "I ain't going nowhere. I'm a demigod. You can't get me." Shortly after dropping the comment under the picture of Foolio's alleged killer, the hacker shared a clip of the interview on Foolio's Instagram alongside the caption, "I'll never die, I'm a demigod." The post has since gained over 100K likes and nearly 7,000 comments, with most of the followers confused by the incident. One of the comments read, "Come on, is you alive or not? BC, they done made disses and they lying saying you got shot 37 times. Another fan wrote, "Are you dead or not? Like I'm not even trying to be funny." The comment section also went wild with various conspiracy theories, with many of the users maintaining that they refused to believe that Foolio was dead. One of the conspiracy theorists wrote, "He is not dead. Go look at the video when he was on the stretcher on his way to the ambulance. He was sitting up, and if you're dead, they're not putting you in no ambulance." Another commented, "ENC no autopsy report or balloon release. I'll believe you gone when I see a funeral." As Foolio's Instagram account continued to post cryptic messages and comments, fans and followers continued to speculate about who could be behind the activity. Theories ranged from the plausible to the downright bizarre, each adding a new layer to the unfolding mystery. One popular theory among fans is that the police have taken control of Foolio's Instagram account in an effort to track down his killer. This theory gained traction due to the account's sudden reactivation and the strategic nature of some posts. Some fans believe that law enforcement is using the account to gather information and bait the suspects into revealing themselves. Another theory is that Foolio's mother might be the one posting from his account. Known for her candid and straightforward nature, Foolio's mother has been vocal about her son's life and the circumstances surrounding his death. However, the cryptic and eerie nature of the posts doesn't quite align with her usual style, leaving many fans skeptical of this theory. Moreover, the tone of the hacker's message leans towards someone of a younger age who had a very close relationship with Foolio. That leaves only one person actually, Blanco Mani. However, in her usual evasive style, she has refused to address these rumors. Instead, she continues to grieve her loss while leaving veiled threats for Foolio's killers through her social media activity. No doubt there is more Foolio news to come as the investigation continues. To be the first to get it, please click on the card showing on the screen.